Friday night and you are beautiful. The feeling is magic. I am so lucky to be with you. 'Cause when it's been a rough day and I stare at the walls surrounding me, I let go of my thoughts and I go with you. You must be working way overtime, around fast when you always call. You must be tired standing in line, waiting for something you don't even know. Beautiful, I'll be around, and I know just what you need when things start to fall. I'll be around in the storm, 'cause the feeling is right. The feeling is right. The feeling is right with you. This morning I couldn't wake you up, around fast when you always sleep. I'm happy to have you for a while. I need to tell you just how I feel, yeah. Beautiful, I'll be around, and I know just what you need when things start to fall. I'll be around in the storm, 'cause the feeling is right. The feeling is right. The feeling is right with you. Strange tides, they're moving me closer, but so am I. And I'll wait to find, 'cause the feeling is good. The feeling is good. Yeah, the feeling is good. The feeling is good with you. The feeling is right with you. I never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back while I'm on a one-way track. Now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I've got, it is just enough to get by. Yeah, it is just enough to get by. Sometimes I understand I'm making all the wrong demands in life. It never pays in the end, but still I am here, moving on like before. I'm yearning to reach the shore. Now I know what it means to grow. I've got, it is just enough to get by. Oh, now I know what it means to grow old. Yeah, now I know the time I've got, it is just enough to get by. Yeah, it is just enough to get by. Trees are dancing while the spring's still here. They don't make haste cause they know what's coming. We try to wash away our broken years, but it's so hard in the cold summer. They're slowing down to get their sleep. They've had enough bringing life to others, but I your smile in the morning hours. Well, you still are, you still are. The cold summer. Well, you still are, you still are. The cold summer. Well, you still are, you still are. The cold summer. Are you still mine? You still mine? The cold summer. Nothing seems like it should. The cold summer. Nothing seems all like it should when you walked away. The cold summer. Maybe I never knew what I really wanted, but looking back I can see it's all clear. I'm still a kid trying to act like they all taught me, but nothing makes sense anymore. Oh, it hurts to grow up, 'cause nothing makes sense anymore. Oh, it hurts to grow up, 'cause nothing makes sense. No, nothing makes sense anymore. Maybe I could have seen it all coming, that I wouldn't grow wiser for each day. Am I the only one lost in translation, where nothing makes sense anymore?